it's me, Mama Sue, and we're at Mama Sue Loves Pink, because y'all know Mama Sue loves pink, like this pink. That's my pink right there. Okay, and I kind of like that. Okay, y'all know I like me some pink, but we won a little giveaway. It was a little giveaway, but you know, any giveaway is a fun giveaway, and I want to share it with you. And I also have an order from La Catrina. Now, I don't normally order things because I like the mystery box, but this was special. It was a birthday for Glamdragon, and there were a lot of things already on sale at La Catrina's site. Like I don't know, it was a site-wide sale. But then because it was Glamdragon's birthday, who's, you know, one of her PR people, she added an extra 10%, so you could use any of the PR people's codes, but I used Glamdragon's code because it was her birthday, and I got an extra 20% off besides the site-wide. So I got like, I'm thinking 30 to 40% off of pretty much everything I got here. And I only got a few things, but you know, because it was a birthday party, we got some extra things thrown in. We like stuff. We like stuff. Happy birthday to you. Anyways, come on back. See what I got in my little giveaway from Mary Catherine Loves Cats. And, you know, see the really interesting thing that's not nail polish. I got two things that are not nail polish, but still fun nail type products. Hang out, we'll be right back. So guys, basically Friday night I went and joined a live at Mary Catherine Loves Cats. Now, if you love cats, you really need to go check this lady out because she has got some beautiful... I'm not a cat person. One cat hair will put me in the hospital. I am highly allergic to cats. But she has some really beautiful cats, and I mean, they all have great personalities. But this one guy, Smudge, She might have to change the name of her channel to the Smudge and Mary show, because Smudge, he likes to be on camera now. he gets right up there in the camera. And very rarely do you see a video that Smudge does not make an appearance. And once in a while you get a Blue sighting. Blue is a long-haired Siamese. He doesn't have that smushed in face like a Himalayan, but he's, you know, the seal point and the blue eyes and just beautiful. But Smudge, he's a character now. Anyway, so I joined in a live, and we had, you know, little trivia questions, and some to make it really fair for the people that don't necessarily, you know, sometimes on the lives, the replies or the comments don't come in order, you know. So maybe the person that guessed really got the answer right first might not, their answer might not come through first because, you know, it's the internet and that's just the way it is. So she did some questions that were like, how close can you get to the number, you know, and you know, things that you didn't necessarily have to be the very first person to, you know, to get it right. So I I don't know. I think I guessed a number, or something. I can't remember what the question was, but I got the very first question, and then she took everybody that got a question right. She took their name and put it in a little container. And then at the end, she drew 2 names out of the container, and I was the very first name that got chosen. I was very excited because, you know, I mean, it's a little giveaway, but any giveaway is fun. And it was a really nice night. So thank you, Mary Catherine and Smudge, for just a really interesting and fun evening. And like Friday night was the live. This came in the mail Monday, and, you know, lovely little note, a gift for you. Thanks for playing trivia with me, Sue. Love, Mary from Mary Catherine Loves Cats. And, you know, that's sweet. I never remember to do stuff like that. I'm so bad. You know. But here was the little giveaway gift, which is really nice. It's a plant, I'm gonna assume plant-based hand cream set. Seriously, I can't think of, you know, some of these companies are killing me with their vegan stuff, because I can't think of a hand cream that's not plant-based, but, you know, whatever. So let's take these out for a minute. These are all just little hand creams. And, you know, they're not huge, but there's 7 of them, so we're good with that. And I have noticed that my hands are, you know, I thought that, now I'm not doing makeup. Y'all don't have to look at my old face. I dropped the rose on the floor. But you still gotta look at my old hands, you know. they just wrinkly. So some hand cream might be in order. So we have the rose, and let me tell you what, these smell so good. And, you know, they all have the safety seal, which I know people, oh, safety seal, that's, you know, yeah, no. The reason they put a safety seal on these things is not to protect you, okay? Companies, they don't care that much about you. Give me a break. The reason that they put the safety seal on things like tubes is so that if during shipment this cap gets unscrewed a little bit, it's not going to leak all over everything, and then they have to send you new product. So it's cheaper to just seal the top, so that if the cap does come off or gets loose, the product is going to stay in the tube and not ruin other things, as well as, you know, emptying itself, but ruin other things that perhaps you had ordered, and then they have to, you know, they have to send you a whole new shipment. So yeah, that's why they do that. It's not to protect you, it's to protect them. That's, you know, business. Anyway, so we have rose, which I do enjoy. We have shea butter. I love shea butter. I cannot say enough good things about shea butter. Cherry blossom, that's another really nice scent. Bluebell, that's floral, right? So, they all say, okay, Visco must be the brand. Bluebell. Melon, this one's probably going to go in, actually, I do have a giveaway box that I need to seal up, and this is my problem. I keep putting more stuff in the box, but I'm going to put this in her box too, because I'm just not real fond of the melon that, you know. Lemon, yep, and grape. I can't get a good scent on this. you know, it's sealed. The rose one I can smell, but this one I can't really smell yet until I open it. And I'm just really curious as to how grapey is gonna smell, because I think that would be kind of cool. Anyways, and then, you know, melon, it looks like cantaloupe. I do like to eat cantaloupe. I'm not sure how I feel about cantaloupe smell on my hands though. So I'm gonna stick these back in the box just to get them out of the way for a minute so that we can get into. All right, we'll balance that precariously on the dog food bowl, because, you know, La Catrina, La Catrina. La Catrina was actually developed as a cartoon character, I believe in the 40s. Might have even been 1840s. I don't know. You'll have to Google it. I looked it up a couple of times, but I need to write stuff down, you know. Originally, La Catrina was to poke fun at indigenous Mexican women that wanted to dress in, you know, they wanted all the cool latest fashions from Paris that, you know, the European ladies were coming over and visiting beaches and what have you, and they had colonies, and, you know, and the whole thing was, you know, and this is why you have the big hat and the beautiful dress. These are supposed to be like, I don't know if it was Victorian, but it was the well-dressed European at that time. And the thing was that, you know, no matter what kind of clothes you have, no matter what you're dressed up in, you can be all dressed up, and, you know, you take away the skin and you're all the same underneath. So it wasn't so much, originally it was to say that just because you got the latest fashion from the Europeans, you know, the wealthier, I guess it was Mexicans, at that time. I mean, this was, you know, in Mexico, that they were still equal to, you know, don't forget where you came from. You're still equal to the, you know, the other Mexican people that are already here that that cannot afford and aren't wanting to dress up in all this European stuff. And then that was the original thing. And now, today, La Catrina basically is a symbol of equality. And that, you know, when you take away the skin, we're all the same underneath. It doesn't matter, you know, what your skin color is. And so I think that that is a noble thing to stand for, the equality. You know, when I looked that up, I was like, yes, that's I can stand behind that. That is a symbol I can stand behind. So, La Catrina. All right, and I didn't get much. I didn't order much. I can't say I didn't get much, because let me tell you what. When you order from La Catrina and you use a code, you not only get a discount, you get extra stuff, okay? So, and look at this beautiful, the paper. Of course I've already opened it. Beautiful paper. And here is my order form. She always puts a note on there. This is a, you know, personal. This is not a stamp. That is a personal note from the CEO. I will call her. Thank you so much, Monica. Monica does this. This is a family business. It's very, very small. When you support this business, you're not supporting a company, you're supporting a family. Okay? Let me just make that. Where can I put this out of the way? Let me just make that out there. All right. We got We got stickers. Also, I think from the 5th to the 20th, La Catrina is having a giveaway. And now I'm not sure if it's with every order or if it's just, you know, if you order one time. But from the 5th to the 20th, you order from La Catrina. I think it has to be a minimum of $15, which is like, you know, nothing. And you have to use the code Dragon 10, which will get you 10% off of your order. But also, it will get you a entry in the giveaway for, oh my gosh, I can't remember the name of it, but it's it's a set of nail polishes that are based on horror movies, and there are some really beautiful ones in there. I think 2 of them are you know, glow in the dark. But there's really some nice cat eyes. There's go La Catrina Nails Tx. Let me see. I know I got it here somewhere. Here we go. We got a box. La Catrina Nails Tx. Go Google it. Go to the site and look it up, because very cool. Very cool. Okay, so this has got to be my favorite sticker right there. I love the bats. Now, to me, bats are not evil. They might be a little scary, you know, but they're bats, okay? And bats are good, actually. And y'all know Mama Sue loves some ice cream. So yeah, that. And then we have the little skull baby. I know it's like a baby. Why is the focusing doing weird things? I don't know. Okay. And we have the radioactive fudgesicle. And the skull cone. And this one's really cute too. It's I believe this was probably for Pride Month, but it's, you know, a rainbow with the little cartoon Grim Reaper, and he's going down the river Styx. Pretty cool. These ones I will not keep because they're just a little out there for what I do, but I do love this one. This one I like very much. You know, I've never, even when it was the cool thing, I've never been the person to collect skull stuff. And I know a lot of people do that, and you know, and then you've got like the sugar skulls from Mexico and so forth, but I've never been, I don't know, but bats, I can do bats. Okay, here is, you are appreciated s'more than you know, an ink pen with the s'more on it, and then there's this little, I think she does like the 3D printer thing. It's a little s'more dude. Is that so cute? Okay, s'more dude, where you gotta live over here. Okay. And the pen, this was the pen that I got in my box. Ooh, I'm getting ink pens, which, you know what? Yeah. I don't even have children, and you can't have too many ink pens, right? Now, look! Princess Peach already had her eye full of this. But look, we have little vampire duck and little pumpkin duck and little pink duck. I already had pink duck. Yeah, we got our ducks. Got all our ducks in a row. Or, you know, something. And here's a wonderful card that you get. Again, you know, thank you, Mama Sue. I feel like this is probably for organization as well, because she can put the card on there and go, okay, this one's done, and this is who we're mailing it to. On to the next box, you know? But I appreciate so much that it's, you know, I mean, this doesn't feel ordered. This feels made, and you know, it's handwritten. It's just so, it's so sweet. I got another nail stand, and this one's a little different because when you order, when you use different codes, you get different goodies. Okay. And so normally I use Dragon, and this time I used Glamdragon because it was her birthday. And so, you know, thank you for using code Glamdragon. And then it tells you how to put this together, because she was having problems with, these were coming and they would be broken. So she decided, you know what, I'm just going to send the directions and let people put these together themselves. And seriously, that is so cute. I almost don't want to use it. Little baby dragon. It's a little baby dragon. And look, he's got a little baby nail polish. It's so stinking cute. And this right here is fluorescent. So, yeah, that's very cool. Should I put stuff back in the box? I don't even know. Okay, so let's start on some things we actually ordered. Okay. Oh, and I have a bookmark. This came with the pen. You are appreciated, it's more than you know. This, I'm sure it's just something for the pen to be attached to, but I think this will make a really good bookmark, you know. Not that anyone actually reads books anymore, but there's a few of us left in the world, right? So, yeah, there's that. Okay, so this was on sale anyways, and then it got cut even more because she did a site-wide sale, and then I got 20% off. I think I might have paid like $6 or $7 for this, and I believe it's closer to like 18, so that was a nice savings. This is from the Christmas collection. It's called Poinsettia, and it's a very sparkly red. We're gonna use this next week, but look at that. That is so pretty. I love her brushes too. The brushes, the shape and the length of these brushes just make it so easy to apply your polish. Just, oh, that is so pretty. Yeah, we're totally going to be getting into that. Okay, so we have that shade, and then this one I ordered when I got that the mystery box. This is the Nails by Black Dragon. This is a cat eye. It's a purple cat eye with the reflex are like gold, and oh gosh, it's not gonna show up. Can I put this down and not drip this all over the place? I need a magnet. Alright, the magnets are all put away, but now I can see it. It's just not showing up on the camera, but the reflex are gold, purple, there's I think some silver, maybe even a little blue and green. I mean, this is gorgeous. But what I want to do is I'm going to do a set of nails, and I think I'm going to do 4 nails with the red, and then the ring finger in the purple cat eye. And then I'm going to marble it with the white alcohol inks. If you have not seen the inks being used to do marbling, you are really missing something. This is I can't wait to try it. I mean, I'm sure I'm gonna mess it up a little bit, but I can't wait to try it anyways. Okay, and here is the coup de grace. I mean, I went in going like, oh, it's a really good sale and it's somebody's birthday, you know, and it's somebody that I belong to a group with, and I just felt like I really wanted to support that person. But then I thought, you know what? There is so much more in this site than nail polish. Maybe I should think about getting something that's not just nail polish. And so I got this. It's an AI intelligent sensing nail lamp. It's like a flash lamp. So when you're doing your nails and you're doing decor, you can just do one nail at a time, or you can, you know, if you want some so that something just won't that it says, look, Catrina, Texas. I love it. But you know, if you're doing some decorating, what is the word that is like totally leaving me? This is also rechargeable. Okay, using spaces here. There we go. So it magnetizes right on there. That's cool. And you can move this around so you can have it however, you know, you want. Reminds me of a like a microscope. Right? Right? Okay, and then we turn it on up here, and we're on 30, and we can start it. And stop it just by a little touch right there. You can kind of see where the button is, where it sort of goes around there. Very cool. And then there's a way to like switch it, which I'm gonna have to read the directions again, but there is a way to switch it. Ooh, okay, and we have it set so that, you know, you don't have to turn it on. You can just put your finger under it and it automatically comes on, and when you move your hand out, you know, just like the big one, it just goes on and off automatically, which is very cool. I like that very much. This ended up costing me around $18. Yeah. And you know, you can use it like maybe you don't want it on the stand. Maybe you want to just use it, you know. Maybe you want to, you know, you want to just pick it up and use it. Or maybe there's some place that you've got some of those little rhinestones and things, and you want to get it in there really close to, you know, to get it off. You can. So I am thrilled. Number one, I'm thrilled with the price, because I have looked at this sort of thing, and the nicer ones are not cheap. And this is a nice one. But like I said, they're not cheap. And, you know, number two, I'm kind of happy with myself. See, look, directions, which I need to keep because, yeah, I'm that person. But I'm kind of happy with myself that I thought of getting something that wasn't necessarily just more nail polish, you know. And I don't even want to take out the plastic because it says Catrina Nails on the plastic, which I know is just to keep it from getting scratched up or anything, but I'm cool with that too. So, yeah, I'm so happy. So I got, you know, I got all my little hand creams. I got the one polish, poinsettia. I got the white. I've been really wanting to get some of these inks, so I'm totally happy with that. And this, and then the extra stuff I got. That little guy right there, and the pen, and my little, I'm sorry, just adorable, just adorable. All together, this, and my stickers, all together, this ended up costing me, including shipping, it was right around $30, I believe. I could be totally wrong. Does it say on my... it might. Could I look at it? No, it just says what's in the box. It doesn't say. You know, don't really need to know how much it costs. I was not planning on making another purchase, but I did. This was on my radar anyway. So this was just, you know, getting something that I was going to get anyways. This was a little extra, but I had been looking at it. I just didn't think I could pull off, you know, but it ended up being so reasonable. And then this, I am so happy with this thing. I just cannot even tell you. So guys, what do you think? Like I said, Catrina Nails Tx. Google it. Go check out her site. You know, there's so much in there besides nail polish. And I understand she's just came out with some stamping gels, which I'm going to have to look into. Also, I don't know, I was going somewheres and the July mystery box is still available. I went in there and saw that when I was looking at the August box, which I have not ordered yet because I want to wait until the 5th, which is today. So I will be ordering it probably today, so that you can get your entry in for the Halloween movies, the you know, scary movie set of nails that are so cool. They're designed after, and they're all named after some famous classical horror movie. One is called Stab, which is from, you know, the whole Bates Motel thing. There's one called Never Sleep Again. That's Freddy. Never Sleep Again is gorgeous. It's almost like this purple, only it's in sort of a red. It's just, yeah. And the only way that I will get that set is if I win it. So say a little prayer for me, guys. Say a little prayer for me. You know, of course, I'm happy for whoever wins it. Would be awesome. And like I said, go and check her out. And until next time, I hope you wake up dancing, wake up dancing, wake up dancing every single day. Bye-bye, and God bless you.